Transitions.
Shit, what's happening? This is with all due respect, man. Welcome back to episode 2.
Yeah.
It's me, Father Kai, and my boy Suge.
Yes, sir. What's going on, people? What's
we gonna
up?
kick it all right, and we got some shit to talk about today, man.
We sure do.
So
We sure do, Father Kai. We sure do.
What's going on with you, man?
Man, going through the motions, man. Feeling good, feeling good. Just had a birthday that passed, but it's April.
Yeah,
it was like,
yeah.
we turning the seasons. It's getting warm outside. It's gonna be a crazy summer, man. I feel
I'm
it.
telling you.
I feel it. What's going on though? You all right? How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm good. My birthday passed too.
Yeah.
Shit, last week.
Old man.
25, man.
Old man now. Shit. 25?
Hey, 5 more years and I'm 30.
What you
on there, for
That's
real.
what I'm talking about, man.
I'm still here.
Yeah,
for real,
that's
man.
it. That's it, man. That's a blessing
all that
too.
matter.
That's a blessing, man. Especially, with the things that's going on right now. It kind of brings the topic and the biggest discussion for our episode today is just the violence in America. And when I say the violence in America, you know what I'm talking about. What's the right thing to say here? These gentlemen with these pieces of metal.
Just call them boys some pigs. That's
Pigs. The pigs. We can go with that. Yeah. The bullies with the badges.
Yeah.
Right. So, Kai, what's going on, man?
Well, first, man, I want to start off by talking about this incident with the lieutenant in the Army, man, and the situation he had with the 2 police officers who pulled him over.
Yeah.
I ain't really like that, because my thing is, why did you get out the car instantly aggressive?
Yeah.
Like, for what? What was the point?
Yeah.
And he in uniform, so, I mean, you see where he coming from.
That's something. That's what I really wanted to talk to you about, because I really want to get your idea about it and everything, especially, you being in the force as well, too. Like, I mean, I guess my first question is, I thought that there was another or a better lying, like, understanding, or a better lying respect for each other, as, men in uniform. So what the hell happened there? Like, what was that situation? What was going on, I guess? Because I seen videos, and he was pulled over, and next thing I knew, he was getting maced. So what happened? I mean, was it just a regular traffic stop? What?
To me, that's what it looked like. It was just a regular routine traffic stop, as they call it.
Right.
But, I mean, supposedly he wasn't complying to what the officer was saying, but, I mean, he had his hands up out the window and everything.
I was about to say,
he was telling him to get out the car, but from my understanding, I thought you had a right not to get out the car unless you knew what the fuck you were being put over for.
He's standing there with a fucking gun. I've seen this story
exactly.
10 times before. So
they instantly put out a gun. Like, what? Like, come on.
Okay.
I'm not about to get out the car, because the minute I make a move,
that's it.
you gonna find any excuse to shoot me. Like,
that's it.
Come on.
So I didn't get it, man. The gentleman, it looked like he had just finished his shift,
something,
on his way home, and he's getting tased. Where did this happen?
What was it? I think it was Virginia.
Virginia.
It probably was. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, shit ain't nowhere safe in America. Fuck around.
You can't even be in the military and you still get treated. Goddamn.
Nah. That's crazy, man. That's the thing. Like I mean, how does as a gentleman, in the force and things like that, how does that make you feel? Like, I can understand that definitely pisses you off, man. Just because like y'all supposed to be brothers of the same struggle, right?
I'm Army National Guard. He probably was active duty, but I mean, same thing, but just they full time, we part time.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's still the Army, so that shit make you.
No.
It makes you not want to serve, because it's just like, I'm black. I'm serving in the for a country that really don't even give a damn about us.
That's crazy.
And that right there proves it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's like, what the hell are you fighting for?
Right.
Yeah, I definitely get it, because I don't know. I definitely wanted to talk to a soldier about that situation after seeing it, because I mean that's just bullshit. And then again, that just goes to prove the point. Show it's not an officer that's just fearing for their life or bad training or anything.
Exactly.
That man was in full uniform. And you still decided, I'm going to mace this motherfucker. I'm going to get him. What the fuck?
For what? Like,
that's what I said. What did he do to, like, I guess, incite this, to get this shit started? Or what did they feel was a threat?
I don't know. Honestly, I can't tell you, because
that's how it always goes.
It's like,
so
I don't know. I can't even answer that question, honestly, bro.
Definitely. It's the same story, just a different time. So I definitely. It's true. Shit
just wicked, man.
Yeah.
Shit is wicked.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
And it's crazy.
I feel like it's gonna get to a point where shit gonna get hectic, man.
Yeah.
And I honestly, bro, that's what the powers that be want, man. They want us to be separated and fighting and shit, man. But
why,
a lot
though?
of these motherfuckers don't see that.
Why though?
They don't see that it's still racism in this country, in this fucking world, really.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely agree with you there. But I want to know, like, why do you think the powers that be, or the people in charge, why can't folks get around the fact that color really doesn't matter? We all bleed the same. I mean.
Right.
Why? I don't know.
Right.
It's a bigger question than I think about. But I mean, why is the color of your skin still a major issue? Why does that make someone feel some type of way about you? Is it because I mean, shit, I want to look like this too. Goddamn it, have this glowing skin and everything. I mean, shit, yeah. How can you not be mad?
Back then they did it just to have power and dominance over us.
Yeah.
But now it's just carried on because it's just passed down from generation to generation.
Yeah.
And I mean, you have those who are above that shit and they don't see the point of racism and all the bullshit. Yeah. So I mean, like, it's some white folks out there that's really like loving and caring for anybody. Don't give a fuck who you are. Definitely. But the majority really out here are still fucking racist.
That's true. And I want to make this disclaimer
again.
You're not
tell me otherwise.
Yeah. Definitely. Make this disclaimer again. All white people are not bad. We've never said that here. That's not something that we ever, preach to. But those of you who are, you know who you are. I mean, we don't have to say much because when we get to talking about stuff like this, you can see who get uncomfortable in the room. You know what I mean? What? That definitely, that just tells everything to me. Right or wrong.
I'm going to tell you, God, I swear to God, bro. Hey, God, He know what He doing not to put me in that situation because I promise you, I'm going to slap the shit out of somebody.
I tell you the truth. Real. I tell you the truth.
All right, hey, if I go to jail, I go to jail, dog.
Oh, yeah. Fuck that. I get a chance as long as I get a chance to tell my side of the story. Fuck that. Yeah, I'm definitely with you.
You better not come up to me talking about some nigger and all this shit. Like,
what fucking break?
I'm not even gonna say shit.
Ain't really gonna be much to talk about after that. I'm gonna get to throw shit there. See, now you're upset, but no, I definitely get it. And I guess that kind of brings us to our next topic here. Kind of, it seems like the gentleman in Virginia. Who was in the force? It seems like that was just the start of the chain effect, I guess, this past month of things that's going on. Not long after the fact, a young man who was killed by the officer. From what I saw, the officer she was serving 20 years before, or she had been serving at least 20 years.
20, I think more than that, but somewhere around there. Even.
She mistook her taser or her gun for her taser.
Right. And both of them on the opposite sides of each other.
How does that happen?
And the fucking taser lighter than a gun, especially with ammo in a gun.
Yeah, I was about to say, I have. Yeah, most police walk around with 45s. That ain't no light gun. Right. So she mistook her gun for her taser, and I'm pretty sure from what I saw, she shot this brother about 5 times. When do you think to stop? Well, a lot of times, I'm going to be honest with you, man. When I see those situations and things like that, I try not to look at that shit because I don't like to watch those videos. I think, honestly, bro, the last video I watched was George Floyd. And I just remember how that shit made me feel.
Honestly, bro, that shit, like real shit, like when I see shit like that, that joint be driving a rage through me.
Exactly.
Like I really
can't
feel
watch
it.
That shit,
and
I can't.
It's crazy, man. Like, you not even in that situation. That's not even your family.
No.
Like, he has no parts of your life, but that shit still makes you mad because he's black.
He's black.
Black man.
And it could have been you. It could have been you. It could have been your brother. You never know, bro. You never know. And that's the worst part about it, though, because, it seems like, these people are just going through life, man, going through the motions every day just like we are, and just why them? You know what I mean? Like, that shit, you on your way home from work and some shit like that happens, bro, like, are you kidding me? Man. It's terrible, man. So I guess tell me a little bit about this situation that happened there. From what I saw, she shot the boy at least 5 times, man, and she mistook her, like I said, her gun for her taser. Kind of what happened there is another just kind of routine traffic stop, and one thing led to another.
I don't know. I don't know what it was. From what I heard, it was he had a warrant out or some shit or something like that. I don't know. I think that's what it was. And if he did, I mean, he still didn't deserve to fucking die.
Yeah,
even if he was about to jump back in his car and try to run.
Yeah, well, shit. I mean,
die. Like, come on.
The way you got to look at that from both sides of the key. Like, you know, I mean, yeah, he had a warrant, but like you said, that doesn't grant death for anyone. And still, I mean, if the dude was finna jump in his car and run, the reason you got to think about the reason he's doing that. Just history. You know, like I see 4 cops, bro.
Scared, man.
You get nervous. You get pulled over and get nervous. That's not supposed to happen with the police. What, protect and serve? Right. Nigga, please.
Man, all that shit is just they bumped up from fucking slave patrol to police now to make it seem like it's all over.
I've never heard that. Okay. Slave patrol.
Look that shit up, man. The badge look the same and everything. It just says slave patrol. Now this shit says police.
What? No, man. Don't tell me no shit like that, Kai. Are you serious?
For real. You don't never see that shit all over social media?
Hell no,
When I seen it, I looked that shit up, bro. For real. That's all that shit is. Just slave patrol bumped up to police now.
Man, I didn't like the police before we started this episode. And now, what the hell?
What? That's all that shit is.
That's crazy.
Look.
Let's see.
That's all that shit is, bro.
Los Angeles County, the LAPD, been beating niggas for years. Man, this shit is what?
That's all that shit is.
That kind of threw me off there, bro. Wow.
That's all that shit is. And I get it, man. It is a lot of good cops out there that actually do their job. They don't give a fuck who you are. Like I said, you know, they just want to get home. Yeah. But my thing is, when the fuck are y'all going to step up and speak up? I don't give a fuck if you get. I'll rather take discipline from my chain of command for stepping up and actually doing something good. You know?
Yeah, but I mean,
like,
I get you there, but I'm on the fence where I don't feel like that. You know, it's some good cops and shit, and it's some bad cops. It's some jobs you just can't be bad at. You can't be a bad pilot.
Right.
What the fuck have you go to work and have a bad day then what? That you can't be a bad cop. Like, you just can't have a bad day. That type of shit don't work, bro.
It don't.
Like I don't like that. I don't like that excuse.
They came out with all these fucking cameras that they have on them and shit,
that body
just
cam
to like
shit.
Listen all that. But it's like, what was the point of it if they be still saying like, oh, there was no evidence of cause that he murdered this person or that? Like, what is right there on camera?
Yeah, it's right there on camera. What I mean,
come on, man.
That brings, you know, bigger questions and, you know, bigger things that are issues in our country, like especially with the, you know, the judicial system, things like that. That just warrants all those other type of issues and things like that we have. So I mean, like, honestly, like, just now I think about it, you got, like, even with the trial of George Floyd that's going on right now, it's just.
Hey, I hope that bitch get thrown under the fucking prison.
I'm telling you,
real
bro. Under the motherfucking jail.
I've been keeping an eye on it, man. I've been seeing a lot of people testify, actually doing the right thing and telling their side and really telling the truth.
Yeah.
So I really hope this one comes through, and I hope they don't fucking like.
Yeah.
You know, spare him with some lesser sentence. Like, nah, give him what you would give us.
Don't fuck this up. Exactly.
Give him what you would give us, especially for those who just sell weed. You giving them 20 years out the gate.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous.
Come on.
That's ridiculous. So, and you see shit like that all the time now. Like, you know, dude, he's selling grams and shit. And he got 30 years in prison. This motherfucker Jimmy over here done touched 3 little girls and he's sitting there for 10 years. Are you kidding me?
Probably just probation or some shit.
Jimmy going home too. You got your fucking mind, man.
And still probably sitting around schools lurking and shit for little kids.
Shit like that. These predators.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna end up in jail for some shit like that too.
Oh, what? I'm telling you the truth, bro. Tell you right now. Like, come on, man. I don't even want to get into that shit. Not today. Not today, man. It's just, I don't know, bro. This is America though, man. This is America, and this is all shit that's just been going on. But I mean, it's just a different story every day.
It's been going on, but it seemed like ever since Trayvon Martin got killed, that shit just
definitely
kept going. Bro.
I remember the whole Trayvon situation.
That shit, just,
hell, I remember the trial. I remember the night when they declared George Zimmerman not guilty, and. That's where it fucking started, bro. And I could imagine, like, as myself, and I guess, you know, this is probably, you know, the first one that I'm sitting through as kind of as an adult with George Floyd and everything like that. I just hope they get it right. I do. I hope they get it right. I don't know, man.
But this is where I get to the point where, like, I know a lot of people don't believe in having guns and they think guns is the problem. Guns is not the problem. It's the people behind it.
No, that's what
we got to find a way to wean those people out that's really out here on some dumb shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I believe in having a gun and defending yourself. Cause
definitely.
Some of these white folks, man, they don't give a fuck, man.
Hell no. And they'll shoot that motherfucker.
I'm not about to be the one wishing that I had something on me to defend myself. I'm going to go out shooting. I'm telling you. Just real shit.
I'm telling you. And that's a good point that you make. You know, guns aren't the problem. Guns don't shoot themselves. You know what I mean? Well, a trigger has to be pulled. Tell you, man. So, yeah, that's definitely the case. And, I get it. You know, that's a lot of people got discrepancies with the Democrats and things like that because they're trying to take guns. I get both sides of it because it needs to be, just the shit that makes me worry, man, just because, like, going through the process, and I know you've done it, but, other people out there, when you go through the process of getting a gun and you see how easy it is, that shit will make you nervous. Mm-hmm. That shit will make you nervous.
That shit is easy, though. Cause
really easy. You get a firearm in 15 minutes.
I got a fucking AR pistol, the shit I showed you, and I got that shit the same day.
Easy.
Like, they ran my background, everything.
It's
same day, got this shit.
That's the thing.
Even for my pistol.
In South Carolina is looking to make us an open carry state too.
Yeah. And honestly, like I said, I'm all for like Second Amendment and shit, but that right there, that ain't it, bro.
It's the thing.
That ain't it.
It's good to have a gun now because it's too many idiots with one.
Right.
I'll say that.
That's what I be trying to tell people, man. Like when we getting into like debates and shit about it, it's like I understand where they come from. Like they don't believe in guns, but nowadays it's just you can't have that mindset.
No,
because then you gonna be wishing.
Because I was gonna say you keep having that mindset of you don't need to have a gun. By the time you realize it'll be too late. It will.
I ain't saying you need to get it to be clutching on all the time.
No. I was just say,
when need be.
Exactly. Everybody, and don't go out there getting nothing crazy. I think it's important for all black people, all women, and hell, I mean, just good people in the world. Go get yourself a gun. Yeah. Go find you something that you like to use. Learn how to use it. Be responsible with it.
Learn how to use it.
Learn how to use it.
Teach your kids and everything when they get to that age.
Don't put that shit on social media. Don't be taking pictures with it and shit. Stop acting stupid because it ain't for that. Like I said, learn how to use it. Keep that motherfucker for the protection of yourself or your family. That's it. And
for real, man.
That's a misconception now because a lot of our younger brothers and things like that, and hell, even older, you just showing that. What the hell you buy a gun for to show everybody?
On Snapchat and shit.
Yeah, I'm finna go do this. I'm finna go do this. Shit don't make no sense, man.
You trying to look scary. You ain't scary.
At all, man. That's what I say. You don't even know how to use that motherfucker. You don't even know how to use that, man. And that's I don't know, bro.
And the one thing niggas like that be quick to say is get a Glock. They don't jam, nigga. All guns jam.
Exactly. You don't clean that shit.
Maintenance it. Just like with your car, if you don't maintenance it properly, it's gonna break down.
Exactly. You start that motherfucker, get the
it's something mechanical, right?
Yeah,
every gun gonna jam if you don't clean it.
Definitely. You gotta take care of it. Like, I've been saying, the worst enemy to a gun is dust,
on
bro.
the BS, knowing it all about guns and shit.
Exactly. Like, stop all that shit. And that's the thing I look at, man. You got like looking back in the day, man. Like Escobar, like these motherfuckers, these real niggas who's doing it, man. They put that shit on camera. How the hell you went to? Hey, I just bought this gun. I'm finna go get into something.
Man, if they on camera taking a picture of somebody head, sending it to them.
Exactly. These niggas masked up. You don't even see it, but these niggas now they get a gun, tell everybody then go do some dumb shit.
Man.
See, so that's another thing. That's just that's not the topic here for this episode, but the drug of clout,
Yeah.
So,
but just to get back on topic, we also another situation that arises in Columbia, South Carolina. The goddamn officer or former military, whatever you want to call him, bullying of one of our members, man, our peers.
I saw
a black man.
I saw.
How you gonna tell this man he not from this damn neighborhood?
I'm gonna let you get your shit
off. How big is that neighborhood?
I'm gonna let you get your shit off. Go ahead.
I know you from that side. So how big is this neighborhood? Because I know a lot of people probably live over there.
How big?
Of all fucking colors.
It's fucking huge. All colors of everything. But God, It's niggas. We over there, man. We over there, bro. I've been there my entire life.
Man, they just wanted to fuck with somebody.
Now
this shit done backfired on them.
Obviously new to the area.
He lucky.
Yeah, he was pressing the man, broke his phone, everything.
If that was me and my homeboys, I promise you, we would have jumped on that nigga.
Yeah, instantly. That's what I'm saying. You got.
I'm trying to tell you,
people, and this is the point.
And I'm not bullshit.
I feel you, and I was thinking like, you doing all this to this young dude, man. Like that's how shit happens. What if dude go home and get his gun, or go get his mom or his dad's gun, and come back and shoot this bitch up? Now he's the bad guy then by that time, right?
But you fucked with him. You started it.
And that's the thing. And I want to give a shout out to my people. Y'all on the summit, y'all showed up. Y'all did what the hell y'all was supposed to do. That, man. I was very really, proud. Did what you guys were supposed to do.
Did what the fuck y'all was supposed to do for real.
Because I'm not even sure what happened with the whole situation. What I seen with the video though, it looks like I guess he was walking and I don't know if somebody was in the background just popping a bunch of shit. I don't know if it was the dude's wife or whatever.
It was something with the neighbor. They tried to say he was harassing one of the white girls or some shit. I guess the neighbor or something. Oh, but really, I guess she was fucking with him or some shit like that,
Okay. But yeah, I mean, he was pushing up on dude, broke his phone, all that shit, man. Like
putting his hand. And he wanted him to do something just to have a reason.
Big egghead motherfucker.
You looking for this shit. You looking for it for nothing. Now, like you said, what if that nigga came back and really shot you? You was looking for that shit.
I was finna say, you started that shit and he would have finished it then. So,
and I honestly, bro, I would not feel bad.
No.
I really
No, because you was out there just...
I don't care how nobody feels.
Terrorizing that fucking kid, man.
Like...
And that's the thing. I was going to say, you see the big size difference. That's another thing. Just a big fucking bully, man. You did that shit for no reason, bro. No reason.
I'm pretty sure that man wasn't even thinking about even trying to get into no physical altercation because he seen his size different.
No, he wasn't.
Military, law enforcement, whatever. He probably know a little something.
Yeah.
But like I said, if his boys was there,
I was saying, a little something. Yeah, I was finna say that young boy pick up a fucking brick or a rock and crack your shit there. What? Yeah, your ass be eating through a straw then. What, nigga? See, that's. Just don't fuck with people, man. Let people be. You never know the type of day people have, and that just brings up so many other issues.
Man,
it's like
I don't know what the fuck been up with these white folks lately. Not to cut you off.
No,
I don't know.
You good.
What the fuck been going on with them boys lately, man?
I'm gonna tell you what I think.
What is going on?
Half of that shit, it came kind of with. Half of that shit came, and then a little bit of it left with the Trump administration. I definitely say that Trump lit some fires under some people who gave a lot of people some courage to say some things that they usually say behind closed doors out in the open.
I'm trying
definitely
to
saw that.
They coming out back like we in the 60s, 50s and shit. Like
that shit is definitely true. I saw the uptrend of it there, and then he was getting on the stand, and he was getting on podiums, and he'd say whatever. So his people will say whatever. They just follow the trend of it. But, I mean, now that he's gone, I didn't expect the problems to kind of vanish away after the fact. Because, like I said, he already done started it again. So
it's just at an all-time high again,
Yeah. And then, I mean, it's so much racial tension and everything in the country now just because of all the stuff that's going on. My granddad used to always tell me, like, America was built on blood and it's going to come, that's going to come to fruition, Mm-hmm. And I definitely see things and I understand things a lot more than I did as a young man, especially just kind of, I guess, the way of everyday life and how shit goes,
Right.
Like, it's almost, I guess I would say it's almost like a power struggle because from what I can kind of gather, it looks like the money is where the power is, if that makes sense. And trending in America, where's the money? The white people. You know what I mean? And things are kind of changing now. And it's a lot of little stuff that plays into it. Like a lot of black people are starting to get into stocks and things like that now. You see like people are doing different stuff with their money. And it's definitely, I think it's got some people feeling some type of way. I do. A lot of free money that's been coming out this year, last year, with the stimulus and things of that nature. So
yeah.
I think it's a lot going on, man. It's kind of a shift in power. Like I said, black people are starting to take control of some things. Black people are making a lot more money, doing more responsible things, and I don't think it's just because we wised up. I think we're finally catching up just based on the jump that they had above us. You know what I mean? Just in everyday life.
Most definitely.
That's all I think it is. It's a power struggle. So
That's all it is, bro. Yeah, it's like, in order to overcome that, bro, we all have to be one. Like, for real. We got to be under just one.
Yeah.
All together.
But why can't we get it together, though? Why is it so hard?
I mean, honestly, bro, they not only do they want racial tension, but they also want us to beef with each other.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, I was about to say, I want you to talk to me about something, because I remember, you know, a while ago we was chopping it up, and you were telling me, you know, the stories, and, you know, when you were over in Kuwait and stuff, you would read and things like that. Remember you were telling me about how, you know, in the 80s, you said that you were reading, I can't remember the book, I think it may have been, what was it, the Malcolm X book?
The autobiography of Malcolm X. Yeah.
And he was talking about how, I guess back in the 80s, they would drive to the hoods and they would just drop off bags of crack and bags of guns. And that's real shit. Like, tell me a little bit more about that, man, because a lot of people don't know about that. And that's some shit that really have you sit back and look.
I'm glad you asked it, because that's another thing that I was talking to somebody when we was talking about guns.
Yeah.
And why he don't feel guns should, you know, be here, because look where it got us. But what you got to realize, like you said, back 80s and all that shit, when they was dropping drugs in the middle of the streets in these inner cities and shit, like Cali, Chicago, and all that shit.
Yeah.
Guns. They did that for a purpose, to put us against each other. We in poverty. When you in poverty, you gonna do anything to try to make some money to feed your family.
To get out of poverty.
So if they drop crack, what you gonna do? You gonna take that shit and start selling it to make some money.
That's true.
They get guns to fucking fend off people to try to attack you. That's what they wanted. And I feel, and it's like, ever since they did it, it's just been a continuing thing, and it's something that they knew could not be easy to, that can't be easily broken.
Yeah, definitely. Once you kind of get into the motion of something, you know, it's hard to break a habit. It's hard to break a habit. And you know, like, and addiction and things like that, I mean, that brings back, you know, just dropping the drugs off and things like that. You know, like I was seeing something the other day, and it was, I can't remember who it was, but it was somebody. They was it's like made a lot of money now, you know, kind of back up on their shit. And I think it was a family member of theirs that was like still out in the streets and kind of, you know, just on drugs and things like that. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking to myself, you know, maybe, you know, that guy, it's not really much you can do. As much money as you have, you know, you can do everything that you can for your family. But shit, money don't fix addiction. At all.
No.
At all. So
that's why it's just like that war on drug shit is bullshit, man. It's war on us.
Yes,
black
definitely.
People.
Definitely.
Like I said, they dropped all that shit in the hoods, man. Like, even with the CIA shit, man, I ain't trying to go too deep in this shit.
I was going to say, I know you get into it. Tell me what's going on.
All that shit, all that selling cocaine and shit, the funnies wars. Man, where the fuck do they think cocaine and crack and all that shit came from? Them white folks, man. The government.
Wow.
Guns and shit.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Come on, man.
That's true.
How the fuck you think some of these damn countries overseas that's in these damn wars get guns? From us, because we funding them.
Yeah. So, what the hell we doing? We hustling backwards, man.
Shit is ridiculous, man. Hey. They ain't doing nothing but keeping us down, man.
It's America, man. That's sad.
As black people, we got to come together, bro. We got to.
We have to. That's the only way.
It's slowly but surely coming. It is, because like, I was watching 85 South podcast. Okay. And they had David Banner. David Banner made a good point. Like, he was like, when Trump came, he did not want that shit to end, but only because of the fact that it brought us together. Yeah. More than it ever did. Okay. You know, and I feel that shit because it did.
That's now that I think about it, that's actually true.
4 years straight,
that's actually
everybody
true.
Was on some politics and shit. Like, come on,
it's definitely true.
Like, really, like, damn, boy, we fucked.
It's true, and damn it. Why did it take for us to put the devil in the seat though? For that, to
right? It's something, and you know, like your mom always said, hard hair make us off behind, or you know, don't wait till something bad happened to really realize and shit. You know.
Yeah.
Hey.
You know, I was never a Trump fan. And honestly, I'm not too sure about how, you know, about Biden and things like that. I definitely don't have any problems with him. Honestly, bro, I really don't try to get into politics and shit like that.
Really, I can give a fuck about politics, man. Like, honestly, because at the end of the day, they all fucked up.
Everybody. Every one of them.
They all got some type of agenda, man.
Every one of them. Every one of them.
But at the end of the day, they still run this fucking country.
Yeah.
So
That, I mean, this last election, that went to show you a lot. What was Trump was up there calling us fucking Sleepy Joe and shit like that. I said, bro, you the fucking sitting president of the United States. You acting like a clown. What the hell is you doing,
you, man? Like a damn elementary school.
He up there talking shit. That's it. All he want to do, bro. You know, but I mean, like I said, I don't really get into politics or any of that shit at all. But another thing I know my grandmother used to tells me, and you know my grandfather as well. You know, you deal with the devil that you already have. And I just,
but something like that, we had to go through that shit with Trump though. We had to.
And I don't know.
That shit exposed a lot. Yeah. That's one thing I will say. That motherfucker did expose a lot of shit
that was going on behind the scenes. Definitely,
he
definitely.
Did.
I wanted to ask you about this too, because it's like it's some shit that's kind of been bothering me. What the hell is up? I don't know if it's just like I was missing it like these past couple of years, but has it seemed like since 2021 it started, these mass shootings have kind of like just skyrocketed. Like they just let niggas back outside and the shooting started right as soon as it happened again. So
I don't know what the hell going on. I'm glad you said that too, because I have been realizing it would have been like 2 or 3 mass shootings lately.
Shit, it's been like one a week since April started, from what I can see. Like that shit is getting out of control, man.
These, I don't know what the fuck going on with these motherfuckers, man. And I feel like that shit giving them even more reason, like especially Biden, to do what you want to do with guns.
Definitely.
And it's like, man, y'all motherfuckers fucking everything up, man. At some point, we ain't gonna have guns, and for us as black people, gonna be assed out.
Exactly. Hell no.
Because of y'all crackers.
That's definitely. It's just shooting shit. Just shooting shit. What the fuck make you want to go ahead and shoot all this shit up, man? And
then the motherfucker was a former employee of other FedEx shit that just happened. So I'm like, nigga, somebody either was fucking with you or you got fired and you just got mad and want to go shoot shit up.
But like, damn, is it ever that fucking serious? Like,
right,
come
bro,
on,
you can
man.
find another job, bro. Like, come on.
Go home and relax. Don't even get to doing all that shit. That's why I'm a firm believer. Buy yourself a fucking video game and, get something. Take your aggression out, because you just going to shoot shit. You doing too fucking much. I don't.
You can go shoot shit in the woods. Go shoot some damn squirrels.
That's what I say. Take your ass to the range, because you just you fucking up other people's lives, man. That shit. And I don't know, bro. I don't like to talk about mass shootings and shit, because that shit gets me heated, because I get to thinking about Dylan Roof.
That'd be the first thing I think about, for real.
Took his ass to Burger King.
And he's still sitting in prison. Ain't nobody did shit to him yet, man.
I'll tell you, if I could choke the shit out that boy, I'd tell you the truth. I just choked the shit out of him. That's it. I wasn't, man. God damn, bro.
Hey,
people in there in church, man. Like
in the church,
in church, minding their
come
business.
on, that's people's safe haven. That's their safe haven. That's what they.
But the devil is definitely busy here in this day and age, bro. Definitely. He working through a lot of people, man. And that's something I'm seeing a lot now, like here with our generation. And I don't know what it is, I'm a believer, but people don't fear God no more. And I definitely think that's got a lot to do with the craziness of things that's going on now. Like
it's those who don't even believe in the higher power. Yeah. But I also think the religion aspect of it is,
it's gone.
Yeah,
it's gone.
Because, in my opinion, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I definitely believe in the higher power.
Yeah.
But more and more, I'm kind of falling away from the religious aspect of this shit, because how I look at it is, how can we call ourselves Christians and abide by a book made and written by the white man that talked about, us being put under slavery for 400 years. I can't remember the exact verse and book it was under in the Bible, but it's in there.
Okay.
And how can we have 10 commandments, about thou shalt not murder, not steal, all this shit?
Yeah.
But they do this shit. They've been doing it for years, even in the slavery time when they was pushing that shit on us.
Oh, yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
I can't get into it with all that shit in there, but they was doing it.
Yeah. I definitely agree with you there, because I'm a firm believer. Like you said, I do believe in the higher power. But
definitely,
some things I just don't understand. Like I read the Bible, I quote you things from the Bible, but Kai, who the hell is King James? And who from what I understand, Moses is supposed to be who wrote the Bible, but I don't know. That's a whole different conversation. That's a whole nother episode though, because we could really go into all that. But it's just some things I don't know, man. I don't know, but I'm not gonna get into it, man.
But we gonna get away from all the goddamn
all the bullshit
shit that's been going on. Mm-hmm. So let's get into this, man. I got something I've been wanting to talk about. I've been seeing lately, man. So how you feel about the debate that I've been seeing about 50-50 or 100% when it comes to like bills and you and your significant other and shit, How you feel about that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you want me to get my shit off of you?
Go ahead.
Okay. I feel a few different ways about it. First, what I'm gonna say, let me start here. 50-50, I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. If you and your girl live together and y'all 50-50 everything, or you cover some things and she covers some things, y'all just meet half on the rent. I mean, what's wrong with that? You work, she work, you work, I work. What's the issue?
Right.
But say the right thing, Matt. Say the right thing.
Hey.
But I'm gonna say this as best as I can. I'm gonna speak to the women here. So, some ladies, they want, well, it shouldn't be 50-50. Like, this nigga finna take care of me. This nigga gonna buy me this, that, and the third. Okay. You want it to be like that where it's 100 and 0? Well, why was it like that back in the day? Because what? I remember how my grandmother and grandfather used to run the house. My granddad go to work all day. You know what my grandma do? She keep the house clean. She cook the meal. Hot meal will be ready at home waiting for him. No laundry, everything. He take care of the children. She do all that. And he work. He take care of that. But nowadays, she want 100% and 0%, but she ain't doing shit. Like, at all. She still go to work, but she ain't doing shit. You been eating McDonald's 3 nights in a row, but nigga, she want that Birkin bag. What? Man, please. I can't do that, bro. You a damn fool, man. She got to go.
Man, say McDonald's 3 nights in a row.
That's how I think about that shit. And that whole 50-50 topic, it's been like real relevant a lot here. Like right now, I don't know what's going on. And the game just fucked up, Kai, because you see my man's the other day, I seen a picture of the nigga. He took like 5 rings and went and proposed to his old lady. What kind of shit is that? Why are you doing that, bro? Because you know how easy it is. You put a picture up of some dumb shit and people just, this is what I want.
Exactly.
To my future wife, I'm not showing up with 5 rings. I just hope you like the one that I picked. That's it.
Come on,
I hope. I don't know. What you think? Yeah, I could go on and on about this shit.
Hey, you're right. Ain't shit wrong with 50-50. Because honestly, this is not back in the day. Back then, it was cheaper, but it was still hard times.
Yeah.
But you got to think, in today's time, cost of living is fucking high, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Real.
Definitely.
And I'm not saying, you could do either one, 50-50, 100%. Like, for me, my girl graduated. She's still looking for a job, so I handle rent and all that shit. I handle everything just so she can keep, money in her pocket. Not have to really. She just pay little small shit. But before, we was doing 50-50. And she don't even have a problem with it. We still building to get to a certain point.
Exactly.
Once I start an actual career, hell yeah, I'll pay 100%. But right now,
hold on, man, what you mean? What you mean?
Come on now.
I just want to hear what you mean. Like, so when you...
you gotta look at it. With my girl, she do cook.
Okay.
We got a kid.
Okay.
So she deserves shit like
you.
that.
You ain't eating McDonald's though, so I feel you. You ain't eating McDonald's,
right?
You do okay. Okay.
She doing everything that you should do.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll do that. But if it's a bitch that ain't doing shit,
yeah, I feel. I mean,
you better help me going on these goddamn groceries and shit and goddamn.
That's it. I was gonna say you remember how it was back in the day. You get a good girl, you bring her home. She might eat a ham sandwich now. You try to eat a ham sandwich, you broke ass nigga. What? What the fuck you mean, man?
Like you ain't used to eat bologna sandwiches.
Exactly, fried bologna. You bougie. Stop that shit, man.
Come on.
So bring it back, cause I ain't.
Nah, talking shit, man. Go ahead.
I don't know if I do it, man. 100%. I don't know, Kyle.
Well, how I say is, what if it was like, okay, you just pay rent, but she handle like internet, water, lights.
I could do that.
That's feasible. Because honestly, the rent is the biggest fucking bill in the house. Honestly.
Definitely. Okay.
You know.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
That's more like what I'm saying. Okay. Honestly, I mean, to me, I don't want nobody to crucify me for saying that's 100%. But I mean, like I said, that is the biggest fucking bill in the house.
Rent is the biggest one, so I definitely get it there.
You know.
Hold on. Adam, you 100%er too.
So, I did 100% because I'm married.
Okay.
See, exactly.
Okay. See, that's different.
Yeah, and she deals with bipolar.
Okay.
So, like, you know what I mean? At the time, I can't just make a person who's dealing with a mental health issue just, well, you need to go get you a job.
You can't, yeah.
Like, it's different. Plus, at the end of the day, I took vows. And vows is to, have to hold, protect, and all that. So,
yeah. Okay.
I'm going to give you 100% if you ain't got it.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
But on the flip side, my wife does in other ways. Like, my wife makes sure, like, this Lindsay Adams stuff, like, it wouldn't be here without my wife.
Okay.
So she's giving me
I feel you.
in areas where, like, like you said, you might have a chick who's only one to sit at the crib, but she's not doing anything
at all.
She's watching Housewives all day, every day.
That's it.
But now my wife gives me inspiration. She gives me creativity. Like today, she was like, "Hey, move this camera back, son, so we make sure we get the logo in there." She was like, "Hey, tell them,
see,
be quiet.
See,
they talking a little bit too loud for the podcast. This ain't her podcast. She want to look out for y'all stuff because it's my brain as well.
See,
that's the other part of the 100%.
Right.
See, y'all just proved my point. When you have a quality woman, 100% is definitely okay.
And see, that's what I'm saying.
See,
like, like I said, my girl graduated. She's still looking for a job. When she was in school, we was doing 50-50 because she was getting money here and there. But you know, now I'm handling everything, and I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, because
you know, hey, we still living. I'm still
y'all good.
Shit ain't draining me, you know.
Damn, boy, I want to grow up and talk like y'all boys. I swear, man. I don't. I can't wait till your wedding. You gonna cry too, nigga. I know it. You gonna cry. I already know it. I know it. That ain't gonna get to.
Hey,
when she come out, I know it. Boy, I can't wait. I can't wait, man. You ready? When you doing it? You said soon, ain't it? No, I'm just playing. Hey, man.
Nah, it's coming soon. She just hit me with, our 5-year anniversary coming up next year.
5 years, boy. That's damn near big, boy.
She hit me with that shit last night, man.
So clock ticking.
She was like, "I give 5 years. You should know what you want within that time."
Shit.
Like, you right.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Marriage, man. Marriage. That's a big step. But it's something that I feel like a lot of people don't really care about that anymore now. Like marriage ain't a big thing. And
they care about it on social media, but when it comes to real life, they don't understand what it takes to.
I was going to say
and I'm not even gonna talk like I'm married because I've never been married. But from looking at my grandparents and them, and they've been married for years.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure for them, like, marriage is like a second job. That's teamwork. Like y'all both have to be all in.
Here Kai go.
Like,
He finna pop.
I mean, that's how it is.
Here you go. Okay.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, how long y'all been married?
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Well, we've been married 4 years in February.
Okay.
Like he said, I deal with mental health issues.
Yeah.
So between that, I've lost a job. He's changed jobs twice in that time.
Mm-hmm.
We bought a house. My dad had a major health issue. He had surgery. We got a dog together.
Oh, okay.
We've lived life together.
Yeah, definitely.
We've had ups, we've had downs, and some of it we'll share publicly, and some of it we keep private.
Mm-hmm.
But we've been battle tested in 4 years.
Yeah.
And it is a full-time job.
Okay.
And you have to be ready. When you take those vows, you have to be serious. And every morning when you wake up, you have to keep choosing that person.
Right.
I keep choosing you.
Okay.
And I keep choosing to do this with you. And on our anniversary every year, and I've told people this before, they think we're weird. We check. Yeah, but we're dead serious. We wake up every year on our anniversary and we say, you know, it's kind of like a performance review. Do you still want to do this? It's kind of like,
okay,
that's real though. That's
real. I like that.
This is your fault. Like,
you
get an evaluation. Oh,
like,
that's okay.
This has been our year. This is what we've gone through. Do you want a divorce? Basically, this is your time to say it. And if not, you've signed up for another year. It's kind of like the military. Like, do you want to re-enlist for another year? Okay. Because if you don't check in with each other, then all of a sudden one of you thinks everything's hunky dory.
Yeah. 2 years in, then all of a sudden I want a divorce. What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
And that's the craziest thing.
How it
you
is
see
with
how
our
that shit
generation.
go.
So it's just like, and that's why like the divorce rate for us for like our age in the 20s is so high because they get married and they just jump into it and don't really
you better know that person
time and think like you don't even know him like that or her.
Yeah.
So you jumping into something head first because you see it on social media. I want a wedding, I want to get married, this and that. But you don't even know what it takes to keep the marriage alive and keep the spark going.
Yeah. Our second date was a 6-hour date.
So y'all was really
we were asking questions, and we asked each other all kinds of questions.
Yeah.
If I break my leg tomorrow, are you gonna carry me up the steps?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a real. I mean, that's
real
question.
shit though. Yeah, that's it.
If all of a sudden, you know, because I deal with depression. If I'm depressed for the next 3 months, are you going to be prepared to do all the housework?
Right.
Well, that came to fruition. I lost my job. I went into a depressive episode.
Yeah.
He had to be 100. He's paying all the bills. He's washing all the clothes. We had just gotten that puppy. He's breaking in the puppy. You know,
to the roaches, man.
He's doing everything, and he had just started that job.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he, besides taking care of just himself, he was taking care of another adult.
Right.
But I had asked that question while we were dating because I knew myself well enough to be able to ask that question. If this happens, are you prepared to handle this situation?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was prepared to rise to this occasion.
Yeah.
Well, you can't ask these questions if you don't know yourself well enough to ask that question.
That's true.
You have to know the worst things about yourself
That's facts.
to ask that question.
Yeah.
And so you have to know that, you know, okay, I'm a nervous wreck. I eat when I'm nervous. Can you still love me if I gain 30 pounds?
And that's the thing. I think a lot of people too, like you like just kind of attest to your point. You really have to know yourself before you can love somebody else. You really got to know yourself.
Got to.
And that's
if you don't love yourself, then you just gonna put that person through turmoil and hell for nothing.
Hell yeah. And speaking back to marriage and everything, I tell you this, Kai. You know, I mean, weddings are expensive, but you know what's more expensive?
What?
Alimony.
And you don't have to have a big wedding. We have 15 people, including the pastor.
A lot of people don't even. I still think it's cool to see. I think it's cool to go to the courthouse and get some shit done. But you know, everybody want to take a picture. You know, things like that. That's cool.
Other than like my mom and her mom were flipped out, and we just went to the courthouse.
Just chill out, okay. So now you did.
But I mean, what's wrong with doing that? You can always, you know, if you want to throw a wedding, you can throw it after.
Yeah,
you know,
ceremony.
just to have the tradition of the ceremony and stuff.
Well, our marriage has lasted so far 4 years.
Yeah.
There's other people who they spent $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 and they haven't made it past a year.
$50,000 in a year. You kidding me, man? Shit.
Like, you done bought that expensive ass dress for no reason.
Give me that ring back too. I need that rock. Man, you got
I'm taking that ring.
Give me
I'm
that
about to
rock.
pawn that motherfucker.
What? 50 G's. 50 G's in the hole now because you had a bad day. Like you said, you don't know her. So you come over, you see her dark side, and now, shit. You like, I don't want nothing to do with this.
And like to hear you say, like, y'all been tested in the 4 years, that's what a lot of folks don't get. Like, you're going to go through trials and tribulations. That's normal for everybody. Nobody is dodging that.
No.
It's going to happen.
Not at all.
That's just to test how y'all going to be for each other and whether you're going to stick through all the tough times, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So when you're dating someone, if you ask them questions and they can't like Can You Stand the Rain, that song?
Yeah.
And they look at you crazy when you ask them those hard questions. That's probably not the person you want to do life with.
Damn. That's
because they contemplating.
That's true. Yeah. I was trying to say that's true. That's crazy.
You got to be prepared to do life with them.
Right.
Life, last time I checked, is hard.
It's hell.
Hey, I know, man. I might be 25, but I had my little struggle moment.
Oh yeah,
I definitely did, for real. And
life comes hard and fast.
right, and honestly, like with my girl, like we got a son. Before we even like officially dated, we was messing around like years before, and
yeah.
And before we even started dating, we was just friends at the time. But when I was going through my little period of struggle, like she was like really outside of like a couple friends, she was the only one that was really there by my side, and that's when I was like, okay, yeah, this might be the one for me for real. Not just because she could do something for me, but just the support I was getting, because any other girl that would have seen me, they would have been like, oh, you a broke nigga, all this shit. Like, damn, man, you can't even, stick by my side and help me and uplift me.
You should
stuff.
see the twinkle in that boy's eye right now. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm just being real though, man. And a lot of niggas don't really be seeing that. And don't get me wrong, I fucked up. We all fucked up.
Yeah.
But it's about learning from it and really making up for the mistakes and stuff. And y'all gonna go through shit, like I said.
Yeah.
Well,
so
support is vital. Because, you can't buy support.
Right.
Right. You can't buy support. You can't buy true love. You can't, I can go buy a nice pair of shoes. And eventually those shoes will wear out.
Yeah.
I can go buy a nice suit. I can go buy a nice car. Eventually, all those things will break down. But if you have someone who truly supports you and they can stand the test of time, that stuff doesn't wear out.
Right.
But you said test of time, and that's definitely, definitely.
It can stand the test of time.
Definitely.
And that's something, when you meet people who are on the back end of life, all they want is your time. They don't want your stuff. They want your time. They want to spend that time with you. And then when you ask them, tell me a story, they're not telling you about stuff. They're telling you about, well, I remember so-and-so making me laugh this hard. I remember the time that so-and-so supported me through this. I remember the time, like, if you asked your grandparents, they're going to tell you a time where they supported you through this situation. Or they cooked you this meal and it just made me feel, this way. But it's not because of the food that was bought from the grocery store. It was because it was the time taken to make me feel this kind of way, to uplift me in that moment.
That's true. Yeah.
So it's about the support you get when you're struggling.
Yeah.
And it's... You can't put a price on that. And when you look at the people in your life, the people that are closest to you, that number is so small. And when you think about why they're important to you, at the end of the day, it's normally because they love you, they give you time, they support you. It's only a few reasons that little tight circle matters to you. And so when you're picking a life partner, it should be able to fit in that close little tiny circle. And
damn. Yeah, I was about to say that's
but I'm just saying, like, you fit in that tiny circle.
Breaking it down.
That's it. I was going to say. See, with all due respect, we ain't all bullshit, y'all. We give y'all some,
To all you bum ass, and excuse my language, hoes out there, you better take heed to that and take some notes,
Take some notes.
That's how you going to keep your man right there.
That's true.
Hey.
That's true. That's true. Because shit, your ass to be shit, man.
Your ass going to be 2 feet out the door.
What? I'm trying to tell you. Looking for a ring.
Couch to couch.
Man, please. That's the truth.
But, hey, this is with all due respect, and we going to wrap it up, man. So, hey, it's been a good one right here.
Very good one. Very good one. Very good one, man. Look, folks, y'all be good. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll be back with y'all next time. Y'all stay easy now.
Evolve and change. We had to make them transitions.